They represent tu Ilita. Así que come out to play, en verdad, la pasa bien, se juegan friendly después de unos cuantos momentos. Aquí tenemos a ZSS versus Game & Watch Kindred, que también juega Fox, ¿verdad?
Yep. He's been rocking the McLeod.
Yeah.
Empezar ahora, yes. Correcto.
Vamos a ver
Should be
aquí.
good to go. Juego número 1.
Walking into game number 1, we are here in PS2. Damn, Zerosu ya tirando up smash. Bold.
Vamos a acumular porcentaje rápido.
Pero turns out que Gabs es el que está acumulando ese porcentaje rapidísimo.
Going for the up B to try to recover safely, but the Game & Watch is really trying to maintain the stage control.
Yeah, doing it pretty well up until now. I mean, 73% definitely comfortable on Game & Watch. Bring him all the way to 82%, tirando la bomba.
Back to actually maintaining the stage control, tratando de tomar disadvantage. Now the down B is actually really good at the start, pero después de que tira la patada al final, it can be very vulnerable. But Gabs needs to be certain that he's actually going to punish it. Otherwise, you can get that right there. That's going to be the first stock. So, vimos al principio ya que Gabs estaba dominando el juego, ya rápidamente, pues entonces Kindred takes the lead. Let's see what he can do with this advantage.
Yeah, definitely. Game & Watch very light, very easy to kill once you get him in those high percents. Okay, let's see. Gabs has like stage control, but el problema he has to get this kill early porque any percent que Zerosu gets here, it's completely free for next stock. Yeah?
But 8% of extra credit after that downer taking away that first stock. It's not as much a Kindred would have wanted, especialmente contra un Game & Watch that can be very elusive when it comes to moving around. Realmente Gabs que le gusta usar su up B especialmente para salirse de desventaja.
Yeah, y como vimos in the very first stock, he got those 60-something% fairly quickly off a lot of strings that led to each other. Nothing really true, just throwing out moves and predicting where Zerosu's gonna be.
Pero ya estamos viendo una diferencia en gameplay por parte de Kindred. Like you mentioned before, he was being very aggressive right at the beginning, but he's actually trying to slow things down now. Not only because he has the percentage lead, but also he wants to see what Gab is going to do.
Yeah, there's a very quick character, can definitely punish things on reaction.
That's the thing about fast characters, especially in Smash as well. While they do have the tools to be very aggressive, which is what the developers might have wanted to do, most of the time they take advantage of that speed and just take their time to go in, get some damage, and then go out.
Yeah, you see it a lot with Pyramidra when they get a little string in and then walk away because they have so much range that it doesn't really matter what they do. As long as they keep winning that neutral, all those neutral trades, they just definitely keep going. And same with the Zerosu, trying to end the stock.
And it comes with the archetype as well, like you mentioned, ZSS, Pyra, and Mithra. Sonic is another one. A backer now being induced by Kindred, who's been playing really on point from the beginning of that second stock. So what's going to happen now? Trying to round it up. 3 boost kicks. This third one.
Game & Watch has to stop landing on that shield. First boost kick was off a down B, which I get it. Like, it just happens, but the next 2 boost kicks were just getting hit on the shield into the boost kick. That's a very fairly safe thing to do. The second you hit that shield, you just press up B.
Spacing is going to be so important, especially when it comes to DSS burst out shield options. So let's see what's going to happen now that we're going into game 2. I am expecting a lot more up Bs from the Game & Watch.
I'm expecting a lot more adapt. Like, definitely when you land, you have to get either spot dodge shield or walk back or up B. Like, you have options to get off that shield. But you can't be landing with that back air, that nair. You can't be landing on that shield. That is not safe at all, sir.
No. And if you're going to land on shield with something to punish, you got to make sure that it's a multi-hit so they don't see it coming, or you space it properly. Most of the Game & Watch's moves don't have enough distance for you to actually space it. So unless it's something like a back air, I don't recommend, like you mentioned before, actually going into the character, especially with ZSS, who has great out-of-shield options.
Yeah, he kind of just has to play the game the way he played that first stock. He was definitely weaving in and out with that up B, making sure that he has good landings with, like, you can directional air dodge onto the ledges, especially if you're playing in a place like PS2, small battlefield, etc. You have to make a lot of utilization of those little platforms.
And speaking of platforms, we're going to go into Battlefield for game number 2. The triplats are going to be very curious to see how Gabs is actually going to maintain the sharking that he has trying to maintain in stage control, as well as other options that might be available to Kindred with said platforms.
But let's see if Gabs actually did adapt this game, honestly. He is playing a little scared, I feel, in contrast to the first stock of the first game. You see him definitely doing a lot, like better space at least. Definitely trying things at a good distance. Not trying to get hit by that up B or any out of shield options Xentric might have. But a down smash into that up B. Surviving, actually. Big stage, right?
Pretty big stage. Good DI by Gabs as well. They were right in the middle of the stage, so good to know where to actually use that directional influence. And now we're seeing a little bit of a reverse from the first game. Now Kindred is the one that's actually maintaining the stage control. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that Gabs seemed to find a little block that's the center platform. But whenever he's actually trying to go out of range, it's actually a lot more difficult because of that center platform to actually try to reset.
Yeah, pretty interesting. Again, Gabs has to be careful. He's definitely in the kill percent. Up throw going to be able to actually kill very soon, especially if he racks up some damage on him. He's got to watch out for these hook punishes on the Zero Suit. A little scary right now.
Trying to go for that up B, dropping bombs, and the turtle sending him to the side. Going for the edge guard with the down air. Actually trying to get out of there with the Get Off Me tool, which is such a good tool by Game & Watch. Dash attack is not going to connect, and we do have the killing up throw.
Yup. Even though it's a big stage, around 150, 170, you do, and the return knockout actually. Pretty good.
Go ahead for the confirm. That's going to be the air onto the up smash for 23%. Para Game & Watch específicamente 171%. It's really an indicative of how Gabs is turning up his defense. Could be a detriment to Kindred because that's not a percentage where you want to kill the Game & Watch. You got to try to kill him as early as possible to maintain your own momentum.
Yep. You don't want to be extending these stocks, especially at Zero Suit. Whenever you're playing against a light character, you have all this pressure of having to end the stocks early because they are light. Things like Pikachu, things like Game & Watch. You need to be taking these stocks around that 100 mark.
Now Gabs is finding his openings as well, but trying to speed things up without committing to anything that can be futile, except for that forward air. Trying to drop the bomb for 49%, but actually responding back onto the down air. So, por lo que está viendo ahora, basically implying the same type of offense that Kindred was trying to do, just trying to get a hit in, moving out of the way, up being to the other side, resetting neutral and starting again.
Yeah, Gabs throwing out some smashes on the neutral, looking for that down smash into forward smash. And even trying that up smash. He's just trying to get an option to get an early kill. Maybe something that can help him. Oof, doesn't get the berry, unfortunately.
Expecting the down B to actually hit. Trying to get him a little bit farther up. The key is not going to send him directly upwards. 82% onto that. Does hurt to pop up on the side.
Yep, gotta look every time you hear those.
Trampolín, pero obviamente vamos a verlo cayendo con la llave. B&B por parte de Gabs. Whenever he feels like he's in trouble, he's going to up B. He's going to go for the key as well. Try to get some momentum going. Grab is going to go down. That's going to be a forward throw for 111%. And the key is actually going to do it this time.
Actually holding the key to victory in that one. Let's see if it can actually get in this last stock. Preferably something. Doesn't go for the cheese side B.
I think he respects Kindred a little bit too much. Just I say that he's gonna go for the judge and start
And the taunt.
taunting.
Yeah, he's feeling himself, definitely.
Didn't feel himself too much. It's gonna cost him a stock.
Yep.
Psychological warfare and 132% onto the game on watch.
But taking that stock, 22% of extra credit, while it is a decent amount, like it's something, not really a lot. You want to be trying to look for a little, maybe over 40, 50, but getting him to fit 62 at 0%, so working out really well for Gabs here.
To the side one more time, he's gonna wait for him. Basically telling Kindred, if you're gonna play me like that, I'm gonna play you like that as well.
Yeah.
I have the lead. There's no reason for me to do any type of engagement when we're a minute 40 into the game.
Yep, I feel like he's gonna throw out a taunt sooner or later.
Gonna get him. Ooh. Hit him with the spike and actually anticipating that the bomb was gonna drop, but
Yep, hitting him with that taunt, like I said, definitely playing the mental battle here, Gabs.
going a little bit further. He knows what he has to do to land now. He remembered, okay, this is up B territory. I'm just waiting to the side.
Yeah, Gabs definitely just throwing out hitboxes at this point. He is in a fairly safe percent to be doing this. Any punish that like Kindred gets here doesn't really kill Gabs, so you can tell he's just throwing out these down smashes and these aerials. But like any punish doesn't hurt unless it's a spike. If it's a spike, you are dying.
Oh, the key is gonna do it right at the top of the stage, and just as Kindred was actually getting some sort of momentum, Gabs takes that stock, and we're going into a game number 3.
Game 2. Oh wait, game 3.
Yeah, we're going to game 3. It's 1-1.
Wow. Yeah, these games actually zooming by fast. I forgot that game 1 happened actually.
And it's even more impressive considering the fact that the second one almost went to timeout too.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's because the second one lasted so long I felt it was game 1.
Probably. And Eking is sitting down for some reason, but he moves away because he thought that the set was over.
What a memer.
Oh, Eking. That's my teammate.
Your boy.
I can say that now.
Yep, you actually can.
My teammate. Going to game 3. So Town and City is going to be the pick. I'm assuming that Gabs banned Smashville or any other smaller stage. So I'm going to say Small Battlefield 2. What do you think of this counter pick?
I actually really like Town and City on ZSS. All those platforms that come in give her so many like options to extend those combos. I think it's a really good pick off Kindred. Let's see how he plays it, but definitely I feel like I said, these platforms just assist her so much. I know they're a little random, but every formation I feel is good for 0-2.
Pretty even on percent right now. Early lead by Kindred. Just some percent. Spawning back, trying to get that stage control and going for the jabs as well. Kindred just goes over it. And it's just a punish.
Yeah, Gabs trying to cook breakfast for Kindred, but Kindred not having any of this bacon and toast. Definitely not liking that.
Gonna see Gabs is able to make the cake and eat it too. This game 3 here at X Keys Get Dunked. Number 5.
Yeah, number 5. Excited. Let's see how much points our players can rack here. Definitely having that big invitational later in the year.
Needs to be careful now. They're setting up with the edge guard. He's going to go down side B onto the right side. 105% onto the game on watch.
Both players pretty much in kill percent at this point. 0-2 definitely have a little leeway to maybe take a hit or two and survive, like I said. But both players definitely sweating at this point.
Trying to reach out a little bit more with that side B too. He's been using that quite a lot, and he's been getting punished for it a few times as well, so he needs to be careful not to overuse it. Now the Zero on the air could be very good tool for ZSS, especially since it comes a lot faster out than the downbeat. Now he does want to do that, but the dash attack by Gabs takes away the first stock, striking first blood.
Yeah, like you said, they're getting a little comfortable using those side beat and grab options. As I say, he doesn't get the kill for it, but he is getting punished by them. So he's got to make sure to watch a little more when he's tossing them out.
He's definitely seeing something in regards to the spacing that Gabs is doing. By throwing out the side Bs and making sure that Gabs maintains his distance. And onto the game and watch with 32%, so Gabs has the early lead just by the 10.
Yeah, they're feeling out the matchup with those theirs, trying to get some percent in, because like I said, Game & Watch is a light character, so any percent does count heavily towards the match.
Tossing out the bacon, just bringing home the bacon.
Yeah, homie actually cooking an entire breakfast for the whole town.
Go to the side, the forward tilt. Pretty good option by ZSS if he's able to land it, but the back airs are actually going to start hitting for the Game & Watch. Kindred needs to be careful not to miss those techs either. That could be detrimental, especially with the back air like Game & Watches.
Especially with these multi-hits from Game & Watch. If you miss a tech, you will get clipped by at least one of those hits.
Knows the fact that there's a little bit of a hit as soon as he lands with the turtle. Manages to jump out of there with frame 3 jump.
Again, Kindred tossing these grabs and side beats in the neutral is really heavily affecting him.
And even with that said, we still have a 1% difference. So
yeah, it's still really even.
3 minutes and a half into the game. And then just feeling themselves out. It's been a constant battle of jabs. See if they can land that right haymaker.
Yeah, both players actually poking in and out of this match. Not really getting a lot of strong strings, but getting that little percent in between does make up for a lot of their percent.
Gonna be a matter of time
And
before he does get that boost kick.
Yep, you get that berry into up B. Kinda strong. Maybe a little bit.
No DI from that one, and that could be also another reason why he picked Town and City in the first place, as the blast zones on this side are going to be a lot smaller because the stage is a lot longer.
Yep.
The key is not going to be enough by the Game & Watch to see who's going to set up the edge guard situation, and does manage to get the key.
The second key will definitely be enough. The key to the town, Mayor. Actually just tossing a second down air. The mad lad, honestly.
40% onto the Game & Watch, and now sums up to 46. 55 onto them now, and
yeah,
now
they're doing great racking up this percent.
it looks like he found a good rhythm now.
A good balance between the theirs and the nairs.
So they're trying to go for that Judge.
Yep. Judge, Jury, possibly Executioner.
Judge Gabs trying to sentence Kindred to the loser's bracket. And
Ooh,
the
he's still
one,
going for it. Number one actually going to give him a decent amount of percent. Very, very weird options coming out from Gabs. A little desperation, I feel.
Are gonna burn him alive? Burn baby, burn Disco Inferno. Kindred continues on onto the winners side of the bracket. Gabs